Welcome to SolidCAM Professor. I'm Sydney, your SolidCAM Professor, with one of many videos available to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. In this recording, we'll show you how to get started in chamfer recognition and how to choose the geometries. If we take a look at the part that we have on our screen, what I'd like to do here is remove all of the sharp edges that are on this part. Note, we are not talking about a part that has already a chamfer on the model itself. We're talking about parts that come with a sharp edge, as shown on this part over here. We have them in this surface over here, as well as these surfaces, this pocketed out area, and these circles over here as well, and these slots over here along this section. And as you can see, we have several of them around the entire part. To get started in chamfer recognition, we can go to either our SolidCAM AFRM tab and click on chamfer recognition. We can also find it in our SolidCAM 2.5D tab, also under chamfer recognition. We can also go to our SolidCAM operations tab, and if we go to recognition, it can be found over there as well. One more place where we can find it is in our classic way of starting operations, by right-clicking on operations, add milling operations, and then go to chamfer recognition. So let's start by using SolidCAM AFRM, and we'll go to chamfer recognition. Let's first start by choosing our geometry. We'll create our geometry by going into creating a new geometry, and you can see in the field there are very few parameters that we need to choose when creating the geometry for chamfer recognition. First, we have our circular pocket diameter filter. A hole has a sharp edge on it, and in this particular case, we may not want it to pick up every single hole there. For instance, small holes, we may not want to work on those holes itself. So we can filter those holes out so it does not get chosen as a geometry. To filter out a hole, to get the proper size, if I highlight this area, as I've done now, and just click on the minimum size hole, such as this one over here, it'll actually automatically populate that window. Next, we have how do we select our geometry. We can either do it by solid body or face. Let's do it by solid body by clicking on the body itself. Note, it picked up every single sharp edge that's on the part except for the sharp edges that are on any of these smaller circles. That's by picking it by solid body. Now, let me delete all of this, unselect, and instead of solid body, let's see what happens if I were to do it only by picking a face. I'll click on face, and let's choose this face over here. You'll see that I picked up all of the edges that are on this face only. Note, it didn't pick up this bottom edge over here, or any of these edges that are on top over here. But in this particular case, I do want to do the entire body. So I'm just going to click again on solid body and click on the body again. And just as before, it picked all the edges on that body. That's all I have to do. I'll just accept that. And now we're ready to choose our tool and go into our technology. Choosing our tool, we'll just do select, and we'll choose an 8mm chamfer mill. In our next recording, we'll talk about our levels and our technology. For more videos on SolidCAM Professor, please go to our website, www.solidcam.com, and look for the tab called SolidCAM Professor. Thank you for joining us on SolidCAM Professor. Take care and have a nice day.